The White House pushing, Elizabeth Warren pushing. They're taking their shot right now.
That's right. Hi, Charles. So good to see you. Well, unfortunately, the new crypto bill proposed by Elizabeth Warren would be a bullet to financial privacy and not fraud. It's trying to KYC non-custodial wallets like cold storage and Bitcoin miners. And really, it's just directly attacking personal freedom. And the bottom line is many policymakers, unfortunately, at this time, they don't understand Bitcoin. They don't understand that it's a freedom technology and a human rights tool. And property rights are really at the foundation of both, prosperity and freedom. We don't want a dystopian surveillance state. We don't want CBDCs that are going to monitor every transaction and decide which purchases are okay in the government's eyes. And unfortunately, this bill may have well be written by an authoritarian regime like China. It's unconstitutional. And what's ironic is Elizabeth Warren has publicly criticized and accused other countries of human rights violations and currency manipulation and unfair economic practices. And you know what my mom says, Charles? When you point the finger at someone, there are three fingers pointing back at you.
I like that one. By the way, I saw the hearing this week in the House, and you're right. I was shocked at how many of these folks, how many lawmakers admitted they didn't know squat about this, yet they were adamant that we had to get rid of it. What scares me more, though, Natalie, are those who understand it and want to get rid of it. But let me ask you about the Federal Reserve for a moment, because that's dominating the entire financial world. How does Fed policy, and particularly these rate hikes, impact everything?
Yeah, well, this is our current system, right? The world waits for one man to set the price of money, and then equities, bonds, commodities all react. So let's go back to the basics here, right? The expansion of the supply of money causes inflation. When you directly send stimulus checks, you throw kerosene on the fire. I think Fed officials, they know they messed up, and they're looking in the rearview mirror as far as data to try to put out the fire. But here are the facts. Tax receipts are down. The deficit keeps going up. Our interest payments are ballooning, and we are in a debt loop. So pretty soon it's going to be QE infinity, Charles. Right. I don't know when. They have to crush the labor market first, but Bitcoin keeps doing what it's doing, producing one block every 10 minutes.
By the way, Bitcoin known for being, on average, it goes up 18% in December. Hey, I got less than a minute to go, but I've got to get your thoughts on Binance. Apparently billions of dollars are fleeing it. Could it be the next House of Cards?
Well, CZ is doing what he can to project strength, right, as people withdraw a lot of Bitcoin from the exchange. And Bitcoiners just keep saying the same warnings. Not your keys, not your coins. Avoid leverage. Avoid counterparty risk. When you're trusting a third party, are you able to verify that your Bitcoin is safe and secure? And I have to say, when your Bitcoin is in self-custody off all these exchanges, you can sleep so soundly at night knowing that your Bitcoin's going to be where you left it in the morning.
Yeah. Hey, we ran out of time. I wanted to ask you about the Trump NFT. It rocked. It sold out. Double the price. Maybe there's something left for NFTs and for President Trump, former President Trump. But I'll ask you next time. Natalie, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.